Welcome back to Introduction to iOS Application Development at SSFS. For our next project, we're going to create a unit converter, and we're going to create an app that converts temperature in Celsius to temperature in Fahrenheit. And along the way, we're going to learn about picker views and NS user defaults, and really start to understand the model view controller pattern a little bit better. So before we start building it, let's see what it's going to look like when we're done. So I have the final version here. I'm going to go ahead and run it. Let's let it come up, unit converter, and you can see that it's got a starting temperature here, okay? And it's got a picker view that I can rotate by dragging down here. And when I stop, the temperature is automatically updated. If I want to pick a positive temperature, 34 degrees Celsius is 93 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can see that as I rotate this, the temperature is updated. So that's what we're going to be building for this lesson. So let's go ahead and close this project. I'm going to open a new one. Okay, so here is my starting unit converter file. Let's go ahead and open up the main storyboard, and you can see I have a blank view controller. So I'm going to add a couple of things. I'm going to add a label for the Fahrenheit temperature. So let's go ahead and do Option Command L, type in label, and I'm going to drag that label to the middle top part of my screen. I'll just leave it the word label for right now. Let's go ahead to the Attributes Inspector and change it. Let's make the color, I kind of like this blue color. And then I'm going to change the font. I'll make it custom. I like Helvetica New. Ultra light, but I'll make it 56 again. That's pretty good. Okay, so there's my label. I'll remove it. Now let's go ahead and add some constraints so it shows up in the right place. I'm going to do Control and then drag to the top. And I'll do vertical spacing to top layout guide so that it puts a constraint from the top. Then I'll hit the Align button here, horizontally in container, use current canvas value, add that constraint. Again, this is what we've seen before. And then editor, resolve auto layout issues, update frames. So there's my label. That's in place. So now the other thing I need to add is a picker view. So I'll go back down, type in picker, and I'm going to use picker view, not date picker, but picker view, and I'll drag that out. And you can see it's going to take up the width of my view. And let's go ahead and add some constraints. I'm going to hit Control, drag, and do vertical spacing to bottom layout guide. And then I'll do the horizontal, use current canvas value, add the constraint, and then Option Command equals to set that. So now I have my picker view and my label view. And a couple of things to think about is it would have been just as easy to have a text field where I could type in the temperature and then hit a button to do the temperature conversion. But with something like a picker, all I have to do is drag and the temperature is automatically updated for me. It's far less typing. So when you're designing apps, it's very important to think about the user experience. And again, notice that my picker view is down near the bottom because if I was using a phone, I can use my thumb to scroll through the different views. So that's very, very important. So we've added our label, we've added our picker view. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like and see if our picker will actually work. So I'm going to Command R to run this. And there's unit converter. And you can see I've got a label and I've got nothing in my picker view. In fact, nothing happens. And notice that the data that was here, these California cities, don't show up in my picker view. So we've started it. We have it laid out a little bit. Now we need to start setting up our app so that data is in our picker view and that we can actually get a temperature conversion.